Hello there, welcome to News Hour on CCTV News. Live from Beijing, I'm Pan Deng. China has hit back at Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe of a claim that current tensions in East Asia are akin to those between Britain and Germany on the eve of the World War I. The Japanese leader's comments made to journalists on Thursday were part of Tokyo's campaign to alert the world to what it sees as China's growing military assertiveness and an increasing threat to its own security. Hu Zhuqiao has more.
Speaking at the World Economic Forum in Davos on Friday, the foreign minister said he believed the analogy employed by Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe was misplaced.
It strikes me that his statement's a bit anachronistic, because the current era is a world apart from the situation of 100 years ago. The forces for peace in the world, and they include China, are growing. Peace is assured.
One said a more relevant history lesson would involve recalling Japan's record of military aggression against China and other ancient states. He raised a few examples, including Japan's invasion of the Korean peninsula in 1910, an all-out assault on China in the 1930s, and finally the starting of the Pacific War in 1941. One said the biggest factor currently influencing Sino-Japanese ties is the Yasukuni Shrine issue. Abe's December visit to the shrine, which enshrines 14 Class A war criminals from the World War II, has aroused strong opposition from not only China and other neighboring countries, but also Britain and the United States.
When a Japanese leader goes and visits a place like this, lays a wreath at such a shrine, he crosses a line, not only the bottom line of China-Japan relations, but he is breaching the conscience of humanity and international justice. He is contesting the outcome of the international order that was built after the Second World War.
One said the Class A war criminals of Japan were like the Nazis in Asia, and it would be illegal and unacceptable if European leaders today laid a wreath at a memorial to Nazi war criminals. He urged Japanese leaders to listen to criticism from the international community and the growing opposition from the people inside Japan. In terms of the issue of the Diaoyu Islands, Wang Yi said China is open to talks with Japan.
We have offered the negotiations, but the Japanese refuse to discuss the islands because, in their view, they're not in dispute. Let me again make the offer. We should begin to have a bilateral negotiation over the islands to establish a crisis management mechanism.
Before addressing issues related to Japan, Wang had outlined how he sees the Chinese Communist Party's commitment to a new wave of reform leading to the world's most populous nation playing a bigger role on the global stage. He said China wanted to shoulder more international responsibilities by becoming more active in helping to defuse what he termed hotspot issues around the world. Hu Zhuqiao, CCTV.